I'm very happy to visit this home. It is run by with the help of many volunteers, and some of the active volunteers are my very good friends. They're helping me in this campaign. This is an example of the people that we need to help in our society. And I hope the President's charity that I hope to start if I'm elected, with donating at least half of my salary, can also attract other well-off Singaporeans to contribute towards charity, and the contribution can go a long way to help elderly folks over here, and also other members of our society that need financial help. So I'm very happy to visit this home and to meet the residents here, the needy people in our society. Earlier, I was also very happy to see the residents in the line dance. It's a very good social activity. And as the president, if I'm elected, I want to be in touch with all the people in Singapore and to know how life is like. And I'm very happy to know that they can spend a good weekend to mix with their neighbors. So these are the things that we want our society to be, where people can mix around, they have more time to mix around with their friends.
So now, what's the sense you get on the ground? I mean, you've been going to visit different segments of society. How do you think they're receiving your outreach?
And now I have gone to many food court, MRT stations. I'm very surprised to know so many people know me. They come out to greet me, and many of them says, Mr. Tan, thank you for standing for election. I assure you of my support. And I ask them why. He says, we want you to speak out for us. And we know you have the courage to speak out. And we want you also to work with the government to help find better solutions. So I'm encouraged by this, and they told me there's a lot of people who are the silent majority. They want someone who is able to work with the government, but also to speak up for them. So I'm very encouraged by what I hear.
And also I've noticed you've been high-fiving a lot of people. This is a change in the approach.
Well, I'm actually very surprised. Many of the people actually offer the high five to me. Now that means my high five that is getting through, and the fact that they high five to me means my message is getting through. I think they like the value high five. High five represents my 5 values. It's also my campaign symbol. That's the high five and the voice, and some of the Chinese educated says they are quite confused with the 4 Tan. All are Tan, so I tell them to look for the last character 亮，好像诸葛亮。Okay, so the 亮我是亮so I ask them to look for the name 亮。Okay, I can look for also the 讲话the speech, the voice 讲话的。Okay.
So Tan, one last question from me. Yesterday you were doing a live online streaming session. So how did that go? Do you think you managed to reach out to the people?
Okay, yesterday we started the first online streaming, and there was some technical problem at the start, but then it went through quite well. Now the people that watched were not so many yesterday. I think there's about 100. It's not bad, but what's useful is the online streaming is recorded, so anybody can go anytime to watch a session. Tonight at 9 o'clock there's another online streaming on the topic of independence from politics, from political party, independence of the government and political party. Yesterday was the voice of the people. So tonight is independence. Tomorrow also at 9 o'clock we are streaming the online streaming of the topic CPF money and reserves. So I hope to have more people come and watch either online or if the timing is not suitable, they can still go and download the recorded version.
Mr. Tan, what are your general comments towards that on the status of the elderly in Singapore?
Now, the elderly need some financial help. In other countries, the state gives them a pension. It's quite common. In Singapore, of course, we depend on the CPF savings. But where the CPF savings are not enough, we need to give more help, especially to the elderly people who are poor. During their lifetime, they were not able to save much. So I hope to see elderly being better taken care of in the allowance, like a pension for meeting their living expenses. Also, the medical fees should be kept affordable. So I think we do need to help elderly people.
You think there should be a pension on top of the existing CPF?
I'm in favor of a pension for elderly people, maybe beyond age 75 or 80. It doesn't cost much, and this will help a long way.
How much should it be?
It don't have to be much because if they already have their house or if they have some rented room that is not expensive, the elderly people, their needs are quite modest.
Okay, Mr. Tan, just ask regarding yesterday you asked a few questions about the other candidates. For example, Mr. Tan just said you asked that do we want a president that will always be quarreling with the government? Can you elaborate on that?
The voters already have got 4 candidates. Some have already made up their mind, but I do know that many people have still not made up their mind because they can't tell the difference. So I said, of the 4 candidates, one is very much involved with the government. He was a minister for more than 20 years. He was involved in many of the current policies of the government. So for people who want a president to be independent of the government, this will be a disadvantage. On the other hand, there's another candidate who is involved with an opposition party. He stood for election just recently on the opposition party. So he's more likely to be at the other end, and he wants to do a check and balance on the government. It's like the view of many people is too much on the confrontational side. I hope it's not that way, but this is their opinion. So that's the other extreme. Then of course there are 2 candidates who are in between. I am quite neutral, and I'm quite non-partisan. I want to see, let's look at what are the problems of facing the people in Singapore, facing many people in Singapore, and most people struggle with their life, cost of living, jobs, daily life. Is there anything we can do to make life better for these people? And I want to reach out to a Singaporean and says, elect me as the president. I will want to be your voice, to carry your concerns and aspirations to the government, and I want to work with the government to find better solutions. So I'm that neutral person. I'm non-partisan and neutral. I also want to use my experience and knowledge on financial matters because I know Singaporeans are worried about their CPF. Will they have enough CPF for retirement? So it's a matter of giving them a better rate of interest and also investing the money in a prudent manner. So I want to use that knowledge. Of course, there's another candidate who is also in the center, but he's a good doctor, but he's not a good financial person. So I hope that for those who are not decided, that they consider these 4 options and decide which person they want.